Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, but if you have, welcome. My name is Ricky and today I'm going to be doing a top 10 of my favorite albums of all time thus far. Not in any order, but I will have to say this Dynasty Kiss record is up there. Like, this was the first record I remember just finding throughout my parents' record collection, and I remember just vividly just seeing Jean's eyes, and I was like, whoa, I was hypnotized, terrified, and so intrigued all at once. Been obsessed with Kiss ever since. So this was the first album I was introduced to, and I remember being a kid in front of the record player listening to it on repeat with headphones in, and then any time that when it stopped, I would get mum to come around and just turn it over, and I would do that consistently, just on repeat, constant, just listening to this album on repeat ever since, yeah, I was 3 years old. So definitely in my top 10 for sure. Next up, Lana Del Rey's Born to Die. My God, look at her. She's an absolute babe. And I can't remember what song I listened to for the first time. I think it might have been Born to Die. I really don't know, but I think I was so into her because when I saw that Born to Die film clip, I was like, whoa, she's so classy and old school and elegant. And there was something about her that not a lot of people, or I don't think anyone was really doing then. So I was yeah, super into it. And this album is sick. I love the hip hop beats in the back of the real classical sound and the melodies, and she's got that haunting kind of voice. And yeah, Born to Die, stellar album. Next up, we have Drake's Take Care album. This is all killer, no filler. I remember my friend at the time showing me this album, and I was just taken by it, and it just reminds me of a certain time and place and headspace I was when I was younger, listening to this. And yeah, this album, Take Care, it's fucking a stellar album. Next up, Amy Winehouse's Back to Black. Dude, this album, I remember when Rehab was all the rage, that was her first single or whatever, I saw everywhere, and I hated that song so much, that Rehab song. It took me a while to actually get into her, but then I heard You Know I'm No Good and Tears Drying on Their Own, and then I was yeah, nah, this chick is fucking special. Yeah, this whole album too, all killer, no filler, and I love her. Next up, Agony and Irony, Alkaline Trio. This is the sickest, my personal favorite, and this album is very kind of nostalgic in a way, because it was a certain time in my life when I was listening to this album, and it really resonated with me at the time. And still, yeah, classic banger, up there, top 10, definitely recommend. Next up, Spinneret. So Brody Dale, who is from the Distillers, oof, girl, she came out with this project side thing, and yeah, Spinneret, it's sick, so sick. As I said, all killer, no filler again. Next up, Get Dead. This band is sick. My husband, well, then at the time, we were just friends catching up again, because it was 6 years in the making. We hadn't seen each other, and we were just going for a walk, and yeah, we'll talking about music and stuff like that, and he's like, you gotta check out this band Get Dead. And he showed me the first song, Disruption, and I was like, whoa, this is different. And then I was on my way home, and I listened to the whole album all the way through, and I was obsessed. Yeah, so Get Dead, Dancing with the Curse, stellar album, and again, all killer, no filler. Now we have Coral Fang, the Distillers. Love this album. I remember my brother had the CD and I stole it from him. Yeah, I was obsessed. And my brother had posters on his walls, and he had a Distillers poster, and I remember being whoa, she's fucking cool. I would catch wind of whatever my brother was listening to at the time, so it'd be whatever it was, I was just like on it. And yeah, the Distillers, one of my biggest loves and one of my favorite bands. Next up we have No Doubt, Return of Saturn. The first album I ever got introduced to was Tragic Kingdom. My brother had the CD, then I brought the CD, and then because mine was newer and his was more scratched, I would like, you know, he would take mine because mine was brand new and he could listen to it more when his was scratched to the shit house. And then it went to and from, and you know, and both of the CDs just ended up just as scratched as each other. Yeah, this album though, Return of Saturn, is, yeah, my favorite No Doubt record. The Mac Daddy, Mac Miller. Swimming. I was so late to the party with Mac Miller. I was sleeping on him for so long. I only knew of Mac Miller when I saw him in an Ariana Grande video clip, and I was like, who's this guy? He's cute. You know, I listened to Divine Feminine a little bit and then kind of just, yeah. And then when he passed away, that's when I started listening to his music. And Swimming is actually probably like my favorite record. All killer, no filler. Anyway, thanks for watching. I would love to know what your favorite songs are off any of those albums. Thanks for watching. Until next time.